In this video we're going to take a look at the Taurus Spectrum pistol. Now this pistol was announced by Taurus a year ago, and finally when I went to a local gun show in January a year later I happened to find one, and now you can find them online and everything else. How it got its name, the Spectrum, is I guess this pistol was marketed, it was available in different customizable colors. But the only ones I have found so far are black. The only ones I found online, the only ones I had at the gun show were all black. Now what you get in the box is you get this padlock. You get a free 1-year membership in the NRA from Taurus, and you get the manual here. The pistol with an extended magazine, and you also get a spare second mag that is not the extended style. So that's what we get in the box. And it's your basic pocket .380 automatic pistol. I will read the specifications out of the manual for you. Okay, it is a .380 automatic caliber. The finish, it says, is various colors, grips, soft touch overmold. Firing system is a striker fired double action only pistol. Integrated low profile sights. I guess it's stainless steel with the black finish on the metal. Overall length is 5.4 inches. Overall width is 0.89 inches. Overall height is 3.82 inches. And a barrel length of 2.8. The mag release is reversible. The weight unloaded is 10 ounces. It comes with 2 magazines, an extended magazine, I believe it's 7 rounds, and another magazine, a standard magazine, which is 6 rounds. Okay, those were the specifications. Now let's talk what's a little bit different about this gun. Like on most Taurus automatic pistols, they send you a little hex key or some kind of way of locking the whole action. That feature is not present on this gun. The only thing you have is that long padlock device, and they tell you to rack the slide back, take out the magazine, and then string that through there. That's your only locking feature. Overall, the pistol has really a real nice contour, shape, and ergonomics to it. It fits good in the hand. I like it a lot better than TCP 738. And one other feature, you know, like with this rounded slide and contour, the TCP 738, the back of the slide was open, and you could see that little hammer that when you racked it back, it would go into like a half-cock position. Well, the way this is designed, it's all sealed up. Now, I never had a problem with it, but having that exposed, you know, especially carrying it in a pocket or jacket, something could get down there and maybe block the hammer. I don't know. It never happened to me, but it's kind of nicer to have everything sealed up where nothing's exposed, you know, down inside. I'll do a little safety check. It's unloaded. Now, the 2 magazines that come with it, you got the extended one, which gives you a good grip. You can get a hold of it. You get your fingers on there. And that's a nice feature. I like it. And the way it's designed, you know, the contour, it's snag free. So this can go in and out of the pocket fairly easily. The other gun was more squared. I don't know if this is better. Again, it's probably a personal choice. You have reversible magazine release. The only controls you got on this gun is the mag release and the slide stop. Now the one thing I kind of don't like about the slide stop is when it's back with a full mag, or even in this position here, it's kind of small. And you can't really get your thumb on this and depress easily. You got to kind of get down with the fingernail, and it isn't that easy to manipulate or do. So that's about the only feature I can see that is, you know, I don't like. I don't like it could be bigger, but then again, it's pretty well close to the frame, so again, a snag-free environment. If you had some other kind of a lever on there that stuck out farther, could be something that catches. So about the only thing I don't like. And then you do get the second mag, which is a nice deal, because generally I know the TCP 738 shipped with one mag, and then when you go and find a Taurus factory mag, they were kind of hard to find, and if you did find them, people priced them up real high. And this here, even though you don't get a complete grip on it, it's still controllable, it's still good. I prefer the extended mag and the solid grip, but as a backup magazine, you know, you can still use the other one, shoot it. The sights are, like on most of them, just basic little simple sights. You can still pick them up fairly easy. They're not huge, but a gun like this, you're going to be up close if you ever use it. Generally, the idea is, you know, up close. You don't really need target sights. Now, another thing is the trigger. We'll go over that. And one thing you got to be careful with the trigger, double action only. Okay, so when you pull the trigger, and you get the restrike capability. You don't have to rack the slide back to get the trigger to strike again, which is a nice feature. But the one thing I found out is you have to let it reset. If you don't let it go back and reset, you'll run into this. My problem was when I shot this, you have to kind of be careful. I held the gun trying to get a good grip on the finger, and I would run into a problem, especially when my hands were cold, that I'd get my finger in there in a way to where I wasn't letting the trigger reset. Okay, so that's one thing about the trigger. You kind of have to get used to the gun or get a good practice with it and get a good grip and get a good feel for it. That is one thing. You got to let it go all the way out to reset. So that might be something. I know a lot of people, when they review a gun, they talk about the trigger. It may be something some people don't like, or a feature that would turn them off about this gun. The other thing about it is taking it down, field stripping. All right, another feature about this that's nice is how you take it apart to clean it and field strip it. The 738, you had to pry a little pin out, and it was locked in with a spring like. This here, all you do, you get out the mag, clear the weapon, and if you look right here, there's like this screw. It says lock and unlock. So what you would do is you take a screwdriver, some people use the rim of a case, and you turn it 1/4 turn to the unlock. You'll hear it, you might hear it clicking at. Just turn it, and then the slide should just come off like that. So that's your frame. And much like the 738, you know, it's polymer with this alloy body pressed in to the frame itself. And your slide with your barrel, recoil spring, and guide rod. And all you do is push on the guide rod and recoil spring, remove your barrel, and there your gun is stripped down to clean. When the gun arrives, it is coated with a very heavy oil on there, or protective coating. I strongly suggest you clean that off as best you can, because if you just take the gun out of the box and start shooting it, that will gum up on you pretty good. It may cause problems. To reassemble the gun, just put it back in there, compress your recoil spring with, well, didn't want to waste your time. It may take a little bit of practice, but you just get the guide rod in there, compress the spring, and get it to where it looks like that down on the flat notch. Then you just take your frame, line up the slide with the rails on the frame, much like that. Then you may have to line up down in here the guide rod and that, make sure that's kind of lined up. Pull it back. And what I do is put a little bit of pressure, pull the slide back slightly, turn that till you hear it click, and locked up and ready to go. Okay, that's about it for the overview on this. To me, in my opinion, it seems like a modified or further development of the TCP 738. And you know, it's different. It's not the same pistol, but it seems like a progressive design. They redesigned it and made something which they believe is improved. Now, this one I believe is made in the U.S. They say that this is completely made in the United States of America, so it's a U.S.-made pistol. That's what I've heard. I'm not 100% sure on that. But nice gun. It's a new one out there. I've only seen 1 or 2 reviews on it. It may be something to look into. And now I'm going to do a video, my first trip to the range with it. Okay? Thank you.